I just hit the bucks. Whoa. Espresso, but it's triple shot. I don't sweeten it. Y'all getting slapped on cause you sleeping in. On God, aside from me, I don't believe in shit. I'm done fucking, but she telling me to leave it in. Lot of blessings piling up that I ain't even wished for. None left over for y'all. I'm locking the fridge door at the crib, cutting hits. I read through the catalog, came to conclusion, no one's touching this. Just finished the maiden voyage, hopping off the Mayflower. Set up shot to kill them off, whatever to take past.
What's going on, boxing heads? It's your boy Pool Kind of Boxing, coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. What's going on, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Please smash that like button for your boy. Subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Regis, man, he didn't have the best performance against Danlito Zorilla, right? This guy. And, you know, he fought like a buster, just to keep it real, 100. You know what I'm saying? And Regis, he didn't look good, you know. So, but this is the thing, you know, Regis and Bill Haney, you know what I'm saying? They got it in with a FaceTime. And I guess, you know, Bill Haney, they've been scouting who to fight up at 140. And, you know, with Regis having his bad performances against Zorilla, he's trying to make a fight with Regis. So he called him up and they had a little trash talk. Since Regis is looking like food, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's trying to like really rub it in since Regis had a bad night. But Regis, you know what I'm saying? He definitely had a lot of problems with Zora reach and movement. In fact, you know, most boxing fans believe that you know what I'm saying, Zora won that fight. But since Regis, you know what I'm saying, was the WB champion, you know what I'm saying, he got the win. You know what I'm saying? He got the nod. So the judges, you know, had a stupid ass wide scoring, right? It was 114, 113, 118, 109, 117, 110 for Regis. Now, that's not really the fight we saw that night. You know what I'm saying? What we saw Regis couldn't really cut off the ring. He was too slow, you know what I'm saying, to make, you know, Zora fight. You know what I'm saying? And Zora just kept circling his ass. And, you know, Regis, you know what I'm saying, he had a limited variety of offense. You know what I'm saying? You know, he didn't have any kind of strategy to attack Zora, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, every now and then, you know what I'm saying, he would get in the inside and do a little bit of work. You know, but even with the knockdown that Regis got in the second round, you know what I'm saying, he could not get close enough. He couldn't close the distance between him and Zora, right? So, you know, Zora was able to hit and hold and flee without paying a price. And you know, Regis had he just couldn't get in. He ain't having the creativity, you know what I'm saying, on his offense, on his jab. And, you know what I'm saying, you know, he just came nowhere close to Zorilla, who had them long ass, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Fantastic forearms. And, you know, he was just so scared to get in there and mix it up, man. This shit was crazy, man. This shit looked like some dumbass fight like Ringendow was doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, when he was hitting and running and shit like that. That shit was a terrible affair, bro. The event sucked. You know what I'm saying? And it says and you know what I'm saying, the pace and the style of the whole damn fight, it favored Zorilla because Regis never got a rhythm, you know what I'm saying, because he just kept running around the goddamn ring and poking, and he'll throw a right hand every now and then, and he even threw a damn right hand that dropped Regis, but they didn't call it a knockdown, which I was surprised because clearly Regis, you know what I'm saying, got knocked down. And I was like, damn, I saw the replay and I was just like, damn, man, he knocked him down. You could clearly see that it was, but you know, they didn't call it. So, you know, it was Bill calling Regis, and Regis, you know what I'm saying, he's trash talking. He said, I'm gonna tell you in front of your dad face that I'm gonna whip your ass. And Will's like saying, you know, don't tell him in front of me. And so it really wasn't that much trash talk. He was saying, you know what I'm saying, Regis told him don't get that performance against Zorilla fucked up, right? And he said, I'm going to bust your ass. And it ain't going to be like that with you. And I hope we see each other next. So that was the trash talk. But the problem is, what I'm saying, Regis looked terrible, what I'm saying, against long range. What I'm saying? That's that's Devin's specialty, long range fighting. So Regis, he looks vulnerable for that shit. Look like Devin could come in there and box his ass to a win. What I'm saying? If somebody on the level of Zorilla could do that, then Devin Haney, a polished champion, can definitely go in there and box Regis to a win. Because Regis' arms are way too short. What I'm saying? And he don't seem to have the same kind of vitality to attack on the inside like he used to. What I'm saying? And put his punches together like he usually do. He didn't do that last night. And so he just looked like he was just a little bit older in the ring. And Devin thinks Regis is weak now, and weak enough to be beaten. So Regis Prograis is like, he's like a wounded animal in there, in the safari. What I'm saying? How those predators be, those lions be looking for the weakest one of the pride. And if you hanging back limping and you look like, what I'm saying, you're not performing well, the predators are coming. And Devin Haney, I know people don't see him that way, but he's definitely a predator. Zorilla, what I'm saying, we didn't like his style last night. And you could see, Regis' arms are just too short to reach him. I mean, he would throw a jab out there and it would come nowhere near Zorilla. Of course, he was jumping back 14 feet every time, Regis made a damn move. And that was just frustrating to watch, because you want to see some fighting. I think if he would have stayed in the pocket, a little longer, they would have gave him that fight. But he was just like a cat, He was just he just had too many nerves. He looked scared as shit. And you just can't pity pat your way to a belt. And so they see Regis limping, fighting long range fighters. And it's sad because he did get in some licks, but it wasn't enough. This guy here sucked. He sucked. But that's still people. Devin is looking at Regis like he's a whole meal for dinner. Like he's gonna go take that WBC belt. And they're probably looking for that fight next. Like I said, Zora, he lost by a little bit of margin. If he just would have stayed in the pocket some, he probably would have won that. He got 17 wins. Now he got 3 losses and 13 KOs. But I'm telling you, he need to learn how to fight some. If he learn how to fight, he'll get better results. Anyway, I think you got to take the belt from the champion, really. I think you got to do more. But anyway, Eddie Hearns, he want Regis to fight Richardson, Hutchins, and Montana Love or Jack Catterall. These are the guys that Eddie is looking at if he can't get Devin Haney. But from the Regis that we saw last night, man, he have a good chance of beating Regis. I thought I would never say that, but it is what it is. And people want to see. They want to see Shakur Stevenson get in there and fight with Devin Haney, but Stevenson's just coming up to 135, and I do believe that Stevenson need to fight, a step up fight before he get that fight. Even though I do want to see that fight, coming off that controversial win against Lomachenko, people looking at Devin like he's not quite the man. They don't think he deserved to be undisputed since he had a controversial win against an old Lomachenko. And but I think he's just drained at 135. That's just what I think. I think he'll do better at 140. And also people want to see Devin Haney fight Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's probably be the next fight. If he do fight at 135 again, that's going to be the fight that he probably signed up for because of the money. And Devin is a reasonable type of dude. He wants the money, And if he's gonna risk that might as well risk it against Tank, because Tank gonna bring them dollar signs. He's gonna bring the pay-per-view sales, and you know what I'm saying, everybody's gonna show up for that fight. I think that's gonna be excuse me, that's gonna be one of the biggest events in boxing history when Dev and Tank get in there. So I think everybody show up for that fight. Regis Prograis fight is not as big as the Tank and Devin fight, but you know what I'm saying, that's what I want to see. And you know what I'm saying, Regis, you know what I'm saying, he got to tighten up, bro. You know what I'm saying, you skated by with this one, you know what I'm saying, but everybody's looking at you like you're vulnerable. Maybe this is some kind of plot to draw Devin Haney in. Maybe he went out there, you know what I'm saying, and had a bad performance just to, you know what I'm saying, draw him in so he can get that big fight, you know. But either way, you know what I'm saying, Regis, you know what I'm saying, you got to tighten up, my boy. You know what I'm saying, because that was horrible. That was horrible. But that's all I got. This has been Full Counter Boxing. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. And hit that super thanks for your boy. You know what I'm saying? It supports the channel. Appreciate you guys. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.